Sport is more than just a game, it's a place where every girl deserves to belong.
Last season we moved away from playing in whites, partly because playing in whites can create a lot of anxiety, mostly for women if you're playing and you're on your period, or because the material that whites are made of is quite see-through. So moving to colour kit really increased the comfort for the majority of the women's squad. In previous years only the women's and men's ones played in colour kit, so moving to a situation where all of our Bucks teams were playing in the same coloured kit made us feel a lot more cohesive, really brought us together as one club rather than a men's side or a women's side or a performance section and then the rest of the Bucks teams. So having that sort of element of cohesion really helped us as a club.
Within Edinburgh's the University Hockey Club, we all wear the same kit, whether you're performance, playing for fun or anywhere in between. To me, this is really important as it definitely fosters a sense of inclusion, creating a really strong sense of community and belonging within Edinburgh.
So we've been travelling a lot this year with our new promotion, even out of Scotland, and it's been great to travel together to these away games and turn up with the Edinburgh logo and the strip of tartan on our sleeve, just knowing that we're always representing and looking the same.
When I started playing rugby, we were made of a team of about 12 girls and it was a really small community. But then once I came to Edinburgh and I realised there are a lot more girls that like to play rugby just like me. And it made me feel validated that this is something that women do and we're great at it. And as years have went on at Edinburgh, we've gained so many more players in the teams. We were able to create a third team, and I believe we were one of the first teams in Scotland to do that, to have a competitive thirds team. So just to see how many more girls want to join our sport because we've shown them how great it is, it's really inspiring because I'm getting to share what I love with other people.
I think having a women-fitted kit really means everything. Sport, rugby in general, is so male-dominated that having a kit that fits us, that is made for us, it allows us to take back that one piece of femininity, finding strength in our ability as women, and really shows that sport and rugby can be made for us as women.
Having a kit that actually fits a woman's body is so it makes us so much more comfortable. We're not having we're not getting drowned in this kit, and to be honest, it makes such a difference on the pitch in terms of one, confidence, but also athletic ability.
Creating it so that we can function as high as possible within the sport. So a lot of us, if you've ever been jersey tackled because you've been wearing a men's fit and it's loose and it doesn't cover your body correctly, is so frustrating and can be kind of embarrassing at times. And so having things that are purposely and thoughtfully made for you and that kind of show the effort put in by your community and your coaches and the people who are sponsoring you, I think is a really big part within the sport.
Yeah, and it's just the sense that we're separated from the men's game for once. We're not just wearing hand-me-downs or kit that doesn't fit. We're not just a branch of the men's game anymore. We are our own sport, and I think that's really empowering for all the girls playing to feel comfortable, to look good, feel good in their sport.
Yeah.
My sister, she came to Edinburgh and she was definitely she played rugby as well, and she was you have to try it because it's given her a lot, just bigger than just your academics, and obviously that's here's great for that, but it's also the opportunities you can get through that. At Edinburgh now, because we're playing in a higher league than our boys, we're getting pushed, and we're getting we're not second best to a men's team anymore, whereas I think that's different to a lot of clubs, and as women playing rugby, you're always kind of a second thought and afterthought, a bit of a taboo, but it's now not that's not the case anymore. We're something to be proud of.
Across Edinburgh has grown massively, especially over the last couple of years with Flo as president. It's been really great to kind of watch the teams increase. There's an amazing beginner team also. So I came to Edinburgh having never played lacrosse before, and obviously joined the beginners team. It was amazing, people were great, the training, obviously the pitches are amazing, so it's been really nice to kind of move up this year and actually start playing for the uni.
Having like your own name on the back of the shirt is kind of like you get to keep it, and like whether it's like you get to keep it like after uni as well, and it's kind of like either acts as a reminder of being a part of that squad and being part of that team, as well as I guess it's just nice to have your name on the back, like especially like when it's being live streamed and like you turn around and, like, or like a picture being taken, it's like, oh, that's my last name, which is quite nice.
At UNC we've actually now got personalised dresses, so all members of the club were offered to get their personalised dresses, so every member gets a dress and a large majority of girls now have their surnames on the back of the dress. I think the amount of people that wanted to get this is kind of a really good sign that everyone feels a part of the family and everyone can take that dress away from the UNC and keep that.
And I think that adds to the sense of pride that you get putting on the netball dress every week, like more than just representing your university.
So yeah, having our names on the back of the dresses like really makes us feel proud about representing our club and representing Edinburgh Uni. So I think being one's captain this year especially is really special. We've just been promoted to Prem for the first time in a long time, so that means travelling a lot down to England and playing English teams, which we haven't had before, and that exposure is really, really beneficial. Also, the kit's really important for that. We're travelling a long way sometimes, so all having the same kit and us looking really, really smart on game day in England is really, really important.
All 8 teams have the same dress, which makes you feel a real sense of belonging to something more than just your team, that you're belonging to a whole club.
We're a really big club. We have 8 Bucks teams, so that's like 107 people, a rec development squad and also 3 intramural teams. So like in total we have about 175 members. So yeah, that comes with a lot of responsibility, but I've really enjoyed it.
I took on the rec sec role because I wanted to create a really nice and friendly environment for girls who had maybe never played netball before or had played a little bit of netball and they just wanted to come and have kind of a non-competitive time with their friends. And I think the reputation that netball has can sometimes be a little bit intimidating, and I wanted to create a space where girls could just come with their friends, play some netball, and it gives them something to focus on outside of university life.
I think sport at Edinburgh has really made my university experience. I feel like I really belong within both my hockey team and the whole hockey community. I've really enjoyed coming down to Peth Mills sort of 3-4 times a week and playing alongside the girls in the hockey team. It's given me so much structure to my weeks. I've met lifelong friends who I think I just wouldn't have met otherwise.
Netball has been such a huge part of my 4 years at university. Some of the girls that I'm playing with on the team now, we've played together since first year. And it's always good to have new girls coming into the team. And I've made friends throughout the whole club, not just in my team. I've moved up teams through the years, but we feel that the netball club is very inclusive and there's friend groups that are spanned across all the teams from the 1s to the 8s.
Rugby for me is just more than a sport, it's a community and like a family. And to make like such great friends for the sport is really valuable, and then coming to Edinburgh as a first year, the opportunities are just like above anywhere else in Scotland.
I guess getting into sports is like an excuse to be outside, and like every once in a while just like to have like a place where like you can not worry about other things and like focus on like what you're doing, like the game.
Netball has been such a massive part of my university experience. I've been in the club for 4 years now. And yeah, I've loved every second of it. I've made some of my best friends from it. Like, we really are like one big family, and yeah, I've really felt a sense of belonging whenever I'm like struggling with university or like deadlines. Going to netball and like seeing your friends is like always like relieve the stress.